Two races, both, sort of, alike in dignity, in fair Kenilworth, where we lay our scene. From ancient problem break to new mutiny, where wild weeds make running shorts unclean. From forth the fatal loins of the Kenilworth Running Club, thousands of lycra-clad middle-aged knobheads will run for their lives, who'th misadventured piteous overthrows do with their efforts bury their middle-aged strife. The fearful passage of their perennial pain and the continuance of a chafed nipples rage is now the 15 minutes traffic of my YouTube stage, the which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, good MARM shall strive to mend.
Well, good morning to all in the Marmy Army this morning. It is Sunday, the 8th of September, and I am heading to Kenilworth Half Marathon. Now, as you know, Marmers, or you might not know, that Kenilworth consistently comes in highly rated in the MARM races of the year. And every time I go to do this race, I'm always wondering, why did I rate it so highly? And I can tell you, the course itself was pretty tough, actually. So PB-wise in the Autumn Extravaganza, I think it's going to be a nitto for this one. But I'm all right about it because it is so well organised. The course is beautiful. It's tough, very hilly, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What's been going on this week? Well, I'll tell you, Marmers, I've had awful toothache for around about 6 weeks. And 3 weeks ago, I went to the dentist and she went, right, you're going to have 2 fillings. And I just completely bottled it. I went, what now? Now? Oh, no, I can't now. I can't. And literally sprang up out the chair and then had to go and rebook an appointment. It was stupid, like really, really stupid. The dentist looked like I was nuts. So I had to go back tail between my legs. I had to catch up with said dentist. And on Thursday afternoon, I had 2 fillings. I've had 1 huge silver filling drilled out, and yeah. And the dentist said to me about one of my old silver fillings. She goes, "Oh, this has lasted well." She goes, "It's very deep, isn't it?" "How old is it?" I said, "About 38, same as you." Yeah, it has lasted well. Things were made to last in those days. It's probably just a bit of silver foil off a Kit Kat wrapper that the dentist had just shoved in. Either way, underneath that filling lay a bed of horrors. I need root canal. I'm looking forward to that. And what you're all here for, loft conversion watch. Well, Ben has not been seen on the premises for a week, which has been a relief. Not because Ben isn't fabulous company, it's just we haven't got time for his pipe work this week because Jordan and the other boys have been smashing through. Honestly, dust everywhere. Indiana Jones would probably turn his nose up to sitting down in our house. Absolutely shocking. Everything is covered with a thin layer of dust. God, it's like going to a National Trust house. Well, it smells as bad. It's probably about as clean, about as fun, actually, to be fair. But yeah, and my oldest daughter has now moved. We've moved her bedroom down to the lounge. She was given an option of doing that or living with her grandparents for a little while. She went for the lounge. I can empathise. But yeah, that has kind of ruined things somewhat because, yeah, me and my wife used to quite like connecting. We used to watch TV together late at night. Not what you think. And the other day I tried to make a bit of an effort, actually, which I think you'd probably all be quite proud of me of. And did a nice candlelit meal for 2, wax sardé on the old Spotify playlist. All you could hear in the background was just, you know, TikTok and farting. I said to Emily, I said, look, you should be ashamed of yourself. We've got kids trying to sleep here. So, here we are, parked in my usual spot around the castle. Some guy just said to me, "Are you alright to park around here, mate?" I used my local knowledge and said, "Never been clumped before, pal." You know, as if I'm some sort of Keno veteran. Don't live here. Last week, I found the Kenilworth Half Marathon a real struggle. And whether it was, well, I know full well what it was mentally
a struggle rather than physically a struggle, because I ran it in the 3rd fastest time I've ever run a half marathon, and I don't think it was a particularly easy course, and I don't actually think the conditions really suited me. It was boiling hot. But one of the reasons I shouldn't have run it, right? I shouldn't have run it. I should have pulled out of running it, because I just wasn't in the right state of mind to do it. I'd had a big weekend, like booze free obviously, but just a lot going on, a lot of admin. Kids were starting school the following week. I was starting school. I've got a big presentation to do on Monday. And when I woke up on Sunday, it was a massive, massive inconvenience. I wasn't putting it on. When I got to Cheltenham Racecourse, I really didn't like it. I didn't like all those people. I didn't really like all the shouting on the streets. The best bit for me was out on the path. And I got what I call runner's doom. Now I'm hoping this happens to, well, I'm hoping it doesn't happen to you, but you know, maybe you can relate. When you're about halfway through a race and you get the dark thoughts that start creeping in, like, you know, oh, is that my knee going? Or I don't think I can keep it up at this pace, or am I going to stop and walk? You know, am I going to have to get my wife to come and pick me up? All of those sorts of things started to creep in. And as a result, I really didn't enjoy the race. And what's the point? If you're not going to enjoy the race, what's the point in doing it? And I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it. What I should have done, if I'd have been maybe that little bit stronger, was just say, do you know what, I'm not doing it this weekend. I'm going to have a bit longer in bed, and I'm going to have a little run around the roads around by my house, and that would have actually helped me. Right, in those instances, running really helps. Racing, not the best thing to do if you're not feeling it. So with this one today, I know it's not going to be a PB worthy course because it's a bit tricky, a bit hilly, a couple of loops, 10k race going on, 5k race, sorry, going on at the same time. But I know I enjoy it, and I know it's really well marshalled, and it's not too far from my house, so I can get back and still do all the things that I need to do. So I'm determined I'm just going to enjoy this one. I will try and run it as fast as I possibly can, obviously, but I am going to enjoy it. Hi Nick, you okay? Yeah, I'm alright mate. A lot of people warming up. I can't beat them. Oh, that'll do. Well, I've just been across there in the Holiday Inn for my splashdown. The queue was 3 deep, and I kept looking at my watch, and bless the man next to me, hey! And bless the guy next to me, just put his hand on my arm and just went, don't worry mate, we've got time. He hadn't got a clue what I was going to be doing in there, but I admired his confidence, and it settled me. This is grand, this is. I do like this race. I'm already feeling in good spirits. Hey, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I think the start's down there. I'm not quite sure, but I think it is. Oh wait, mate, 5k?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you in.
Alright, okay. I'll give it a try. Right, good luck, buddy. I'll see you at the end.
Who's running this event for the first time?
A very pleasant horn that he sounded there. Very pleasant. Now, I am not, hello mate, I am not going to go out full hammer now. This is silly. Always do it, not doing it.
You've got your 18-minute part run.
I got it in the end. At 125, 126 hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see. This hill won't appear too much on the way down. It's a nightmare on the way up, and I think they've pitched up where we come up. Don't know, could be wrong. It's one of these races where you're having to save your energy on the up because the down is sure to follow, just like life. But some people have really struggled with career lately. You know the rules. If I say mince and you get the meat, you say meaty treat. If it gets mince as in breath, you say polo. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Mince. It was polo. Question number 2. Mince. Again, it was polo. And finally, question number 3. Mince. You got it. It was meaty treat. Now, I can't make it any easier for you than that, Armors. Come on, pull your socks up. Thank you. Legend, thank you. There he is. Cheers, Chris. Now, my neighbour Chris is lurking around every corner at the minute. Thinks he's going to catch me out. There he is. You running around these corners. Cheers, Chris. I think we're joining the loop going back now. That hill I was telling you about, that nice downhill. Gotta get at the bugger.
You're awesome. I'm smiling.
Here and here is that massive hill. Once I've done this, I'm home for it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are you? Yeah, a bit never better. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Well done, Autumn, another one of our refugee runners. Well done, sir.
Okay. Okay.
100% quick, awesome striders. Is that a grimace or a smile?
Okay.
Well done, Thomas.
Right. That was that. Well, I enjoyed that. Do you know what? I've just hung around at the end. I've been involved in light banter. Again, thank you as usual to my Kenilworth friends, Mrs. Gemma Hobbs and the wonderful Ava. Thank you for coming out and giving me a high five at the end. I love that. And I have to say, I've run some races now and I keep coming back to this one. I love this race, regardless of the fact the course was hilly. I just really enjoyed it. I felt pretty strong. I ran about 40 seconds slower than last week, but I didn't feel like I was in any pain. I felt happier. I have my music on. I'm really interested in this, and I know a lot of people run with or without music, and it's, you know, I guess it's a personal choice. I had my music on today and was really enjoying it. I was listening to it when I did some downhills. I know some people are sniffy about popular bands, but Coldplay's In My Place came on, and I've got to tell you, it was quite ethereal as I ran down that hill. I was lost in my own little world. Last week I had my headphones on and it was just like white noise. It actually almost made me cry at one stage, not because the music touched any emotional part of my core, just because it was bloody annoying while I was running that race, because there was nothing really there. It was just like the countryside. There were no like hordes of people around, there was no noise. It was just quite peaceful, just running down sort of like the country lanes and all that sort of stuff. My eyes felt like they were a bit wider open. My face felt a little bit more relaxed. I don't know what it was about running through Cheltenham last week. It's a lovely town, but hundreds of people and noise, and I didn't really like it. That was superb. And I've got to say, the Kenilworth runners, you know, I'm not a club joiner, but if I was going to join a club, I would join them. They seem like good eggs to me. Now I've got a bit of a busy Sunday lined up now. I've got to pick up a paint by numbers set from Hobbycraft, have a shower, walk the dogs, probably think about what we're going to do this afternoon, and then probably the most difficult thing that I've got to do is find 5 places for us to be able to eat Sunday dinner at, because I don't think there are sort of like 5 spots that are clean in our house at the moment. I might eat mine in the garage. I'm going to suggest that my 3 daughters eat theirs outside. Hopefully it's not raining. If it's raining, possibly 1 in the shed and maybe 2 under the porch, and then probably put my wife in the downstairs toilet. We'll see how things go. If I keep the gravy in a central area, then we can all just sort of like dip in as and when.